Their leader went back and forth, from the warp point to the front lines, morning till night, and with tears in his eyes, he begged everyone he met to avenge his dead friends.
Sorry, my bad. Hold up, though. Your clothes burned off, but not your underwear or skin. You see? That proves I can control my power.
The hell you can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Poor Jean, so misguided, and besides, I don't think your head'll fit in the interior anyway.
Hey everybody, Comic Boss here from Amerime Media, and I'm sitting with Bryce Papenbrook.
Papenbrook, so close, yeah. Everyone gets it wrong.
Oh man, y'all know what this is. This is the voice of Eren from Attack on Titan, and a loved and hated character of Kirito.
Oh yeah.
I have seen everything of Sword Art Online, so that's amazing.
Awesome.
How you doing this morning?
Real good, real good. Yeah.
Good. What made you get into voice acting?
So my dad was a voice actor. I was about 8 years old. Yeah, he was working on Power Rangers. So he played Rito Revolto, the skeleton dude on Power Rangers. Yeah. So it was Rita's brother. And I was about 8. I went to work with my dad. They had all the like rubber monster suits lining the studio up into the booth. So I used to love to go and watch him. He was so entertaining in the booth. He had the exact opposite voice of me, like super deep. He used to play like these big giant monsters, and my voice hasn't changed since middle school. So I'm stuck in that eternal like young hero kind of sound.
Right.
So at the end of his session, the director's like, "We need a kid's voice," and my dad's like, "He's a kid, throw him in the booth." And there we go, became a voice actor.
Oh man, that is an awesome chance of luck right there.
Yeah, right place, right time.
Right place, right time, exactly. So I was reading your IMDb, and it said that you were a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Yes.
How was that? Like, how long have you been training in that?
That was actually my first passion. So I started martial arts when I was 5.
Nice.
My mom put me in it because I was a little bit smaller than some of the other kids, and she wanted me to learn how to protect myself, and I just fell in love with it. I was really a gym rat for years and years. I thought that I was going to be a professional fighter. I started competing in Muay Thai when I was about 10.
Nice.
And worked my way up. I started fighting amateur, and I was about to go pro, and that's when I'm like, well, maybe I should study and go to school and go to college. I got an opportunity to go to college, so
nice.
I ended up, the next logical step is maybe I should be an attorney. So, of course, fighter, attorney, same thing, right? So I went to UCLA. I studied political science and philosophy. I was just about to take the LSAT, and I booked a voice acting job. And then I booked another one. And I thought, you know what? The law library can wait. I'm gonna go try to do this and see what happens. And I haven't looked back.
That was like divine intervention, calling you back home. Like, this is not what we're doing. Come back to voice acting.
Yep.
We need you here.
Sort of meant to be.
How did it feel playing OP character as Kirito?
I mean, at this point, I've played a couple of OP characters, which seems to be part of my typecast, and I'm totally cool with that. Kirito has God mode running for a lot of the show. I mean, it's really fun. Like the moment in season 1 where he's walking across the bridge and there's all these players attacking him and his life bar just isn't even moving. I mean, in the studio working on that scene, like we were just like, yes, this is so cool. I mean, that's what's really cool about being a voice actor. Like you can jump in the booth and literally be anyone. And it happens really fast. Like, you're sitting in traffic yelling at people, and then you jump in the booth and you can yell in the microphone. So it's great. It's really exciting.
That was one of my favorite scenes when he got into that fight with that gang.
Yeah.
I was trying to take him, his health bar wasn't moving.
Yep.
And you realize how badass he's going to be in the later episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes, though.
For sure, one of my favorite moments.
Yeah. All right. Fusada and the character in Blame. Fusta?
I think Fusada sounds right.
Yeah, Fusada.
And I think that it's spelled Blame ! But we've always said it as Blom.
Blom. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Blom.
Yeah. Blom.
He lost it near the end of the movie when Tay died.
Yeah.
Did him and Zuri get together at the end of the movie? Because like right after it was over and Killy went away, like you didn't see Fusada no more.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure. That movie's really interesting, and what I love about it is the animation. Right. It's sort of that CG, like really cool looking animation. That was a fun one to be a part of. And actually, my work on that movie was really quick. It was just one session. He doesn't actually talk that much in the whole movie, so I jumped in, you know, had the one session, and then it's just kind of gone. But it's really cool that it's on Netflix. So it's so easy to find. Yeah, it sounds great.
It was a good movie. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Are you working on anything right now?
So there's this thing called NDA. I can tell you about a couple things actually, and I'm always really careful about this. So there's a mobile game called Mobius Final Fantasy. Okay. It's been out for a while, but they continually add to it. When you look at the app icon, it's like the infinity symbol. Yeah. So I'm hoping that it's going to go on forever. Yes. I've actually been working on it for 3 years. Nice. And I play a character named Wall, or the Warrior of Light. It's a very sort of different role for me. I get to use my man voice, which is really fun. And speaking of Square Enix, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT came out not too long ago, and I play Zidane. Who's a really fun character. As far as anime goes, Heaven's Feel, Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel just hit theaters. I went to one of the theaters. Yeah, they had a special screening on Tuesday and Thursday of last week. Through Fathom Events. Okay. And it played in theaters for, it was about 200 theaters that it showed in. I don't know if there was one near here.
We from Philly. I don't think we were able to get that one.
Man, you got to write those guys.
Check that out.
I love the theme of bringing anime to theaters.
Yes,
because
me too. Yes.
Especially movies like Fate, where the animation is just beautiful. Yeah. And speaking of that, Attack on Titan just announced yesterday. They don't tell voice actors anything about what's going to happen because we talk for a living. We'll probably say the wrong thing. They just don't tell us. So I'm signed up for all the emails. I watch Twitter for people that tell me like, oh, is this you or is this coming out? Like I look for the news out there like that. So I got an email yesterday from the Funimation newsletter saying Attack on Titan is getting a recap movie for season 2. Nice. And there's going to be special scenes from season 3.
Oh, yes.
So that's really cool.
My cameraman is a huge Attack on Titan fan. So
awesome.
Look at you got the...
yeah, love that.
Got the Titan
on the headphones.
Titan on the headphones, yes. How was it playing Eren in Attack on Titan?
Dream come true. I was a fan of the show. I started watching when there were 6 episodes out in Japan, and just got hooked. Good, so I was, really anticipating each week as a new episode would come out, and never imagined I'd get the opportunity to even audition for the show. But I was talking about Titan with my buddy Patrick Seitz, and he's worked for Funimation quite a bit. I live in Los Angeles. Right. Funimation is in Dallas, Texas. Right. So Attack on Titan was my first audition that I submitted to Funimation. And I really knew the characters. I knew the show. So I went out and bought soundproofing for my booth at home so my neighbors wouldn't call the cops on me. And I really went for it. And something must have come through in that audition that Mike McFarlane heard. And he called me and said, "Hey, Bryce, I love what I heard in your audition. I'd love for you to come in and play Eren in Attack on Titan." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds great. Looking forward to working with you." Click. Yes! Oh my God, this is so cool! And I had my fanboy moment, and it was a great experience working on season 1, and season 2 is really exciting, and now we got season 3 coming up soon.
And you're gonna be in the recap movies and everything else?
Yep.
There you go. You got something to look forward to see Eren again.
There we go, coming back.
How can people find you or follow you?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Bryce Papenbrook. Okay. And on Facebook at actor Bryce Papenbrook. And also, have you heard of Unlocked?
No, I have not heard of Unlocked.
Awesome. Unlocked is something really cool. It's actually an app that I'm the co-founder of.
Nice.
And it's meant to recreate. We were just talking about how cool it is to meet people at conventions. It's made to meet people when you're not at a convention,
Right.
and to talk with your favorite actors and voice actors and cosplayers and artists, and have that connection and show behind the scenes, and it's really cool. So
Cool.
on Unlocked also at Bryce Papenbrook, so come check me out there.
Is Unlocked an app or a website that people could go to?
Yeah, it's on iOS right now, and the Android version will be coming out this summer.
Okay.
So you guys can get more information at Unlocked Official.
Okay.
Follow us on Twitter at Unlocked Live, or download the app and check it out.
Awesome. One last question. I ask everybody that we interview.
Sure.
What's one piece of advice that you could give for anybody trying to break into voice acting?
You're gonna hear no. No is a very common thing. If you book 1 out of 100 auditions, you're doing extremely well. So if it's something that you're passionate about, work really hard, grow as an actor, and don't take no for an answer.
Good. Awesome. Thank you, Bryce. I appreciate your time.
Great chatting with you.
This is my time. Comic Balls here at AnimeNext, and we are out. Peace.
Later.
Their leader went back and forth, from the warp point to the front lines, morning till night, and with tears in his eyes, he begged everyone he met to avenge his dead friends.
Sorry. My bad. Hold up, though. Your clothes burned off, but not your underwear or skin. You see? That proves I can control my power.
The hell you can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Poor Jean, so misguided, and besides, I don't think your head'll fit in the interior anyway.